like that with the concuss, you can instantly set up your raise to satchel down towards towards showers. That's one of the big power positions with that breach on attack. And we'll see
Cupid,
what
what's up?
TL can do to combat the
Okay,
power
so
of
Liquid,
Shopify's attack.
Liquid on defense. Dude, I just seen the Sky Flash get stuck on just everything. Liquid on defense, Shop on attack. Yeah, it's the breach is very. That's what I said, Cupid. It's so one-dimensional for me. The breach.
As opposed to be long, where you can sort of quickly flash around
Especially on defense. Like, oh, you're stunning here, and here. I get it. You're wanting to retake.
Late round again, a minute 10. You heard the desk talking about the late defensive pushes back on Fracture. Team Liquid doing that again here, playing off of the smoke down B long, although it's punished by Flowerful, and now Benita and the rest of Shopify are here to take.
Damn, that was nice. The timing of the C's is pretty good. I'm not sure if they were gonna go. What can the? Okay, this is a nice pistol. I was gonna say I'm not sure they entirely wanted to go out of
Today. Oh my god. I mean, she's
out of Hookah itself because the rest of the team weren't here.
In the world, smokes, whatever. We're going to get the job done. And now 5 versus 3. Retaking B site so difficult.
Yeah, it's retakes. This is one of those cuss moments. It should be impossible. Okay.
Very much failing her, and how
right.
She won. Maybe chance for something more, but listen to that timer. It has already ticked so far. Shopify stationed in these power positions, either side, ready to swing, ready to jiggle, and the first one is enough. 3K for Flowerful.
Sonder's been really good this event so far.
For Shopify, right? They sort of play the put the enemy to sleep strategy, where they have all 5 players sort of spread across, watching for the defender side of aggression.
So the
and that shows the preparation
the good thing about Liquid's comp, and this is pretty much what Fnatic used to do, is when you have the info gatherers on either side, right? So you have like, let's say it's, for example, you have Raze on rotate, but then you have a fade. Let me draw on the map. You can have a fade here and a sky here, so you're just constantly getting info into flashing these areas, which just means that your rotate's always going to be on the right side, so you always have 3 where they're hitting. That's like that's pretty much the basics of at least how Fnatic used to play it.
For Sonder, and you can do that even without the ultimate, because the concuss is so powerful. It really sets you up. Just go flying into showers and force the defense off the angle.
Full person stack.
And for Team Liquid here, with this composition on their defensive side, they lack that more traditional Sentinel, but they do have that Astro Viper. Used to be very popular on this map, but with the Brim buffs, has kind of fallen off for a lot of teams.
Yeah, way back in the day, you saw it all the time. Des talked about some of the lurking options you can have on attack. What it does mean is you have very good.
Okay, they're going into the stack. I'm not saying they're going to win, but the damage potential is high.
And for Bastard, I mean, she has a couple pieces of utility to combine that nade with here.
I mean, that's a good nade.
But that of Sonder instead dealing the damage there. As it is this execute down into A. It's a stack for TL, so they'll try and deal some damage. Sonder low, but it's just a TP. Good
the TP and Astra's here. What gun's Astra got? Okay, I was going to say, if Astra had a frenzy, wall goes up. There's a chance. Okay. There's a chance for some more damage here. I mean, 2 guns. You don't really want to save into this one though. So they're so low, but maybe they can get a kill together. Yeah, dude. Ever since watching that Stewie video, that's when situations like that happen, that's all I can think. Chad, who's that guy that made those videos? They were so good. I'm trying to remember what he's called.
Come on, do the flash, Lori. I just want to say it. Here we go. Blinded.
Super system, yeah, that's it. Dude, his videos are sick. Hey, nice damage. Really good damage. But
they're not really walking away too happy with that one.
No, Shopify, I mean, you do see a little bit of the taste of what Shopify are going to do.
Okay, let's keep an eye on these 3. Liquid are going to fall buy into this. We got 1 light armor.
A little bit more forgiving.
What are these 3 going to buy?
Time with the attackers because of those pesky little teleports. Flowerful already up 5-0 here, and I think for Team Liquid, one thing you're going to see from them, because they don't have your traditional opper.
He's actually a legend, yeah. His videos are just so well done.
Play a little bit more entrenched on site, so it's less about finding opening fights.
Okay, it's really low. This is a real bonus round for sure. Fast though.
It'll be very normal for them to play back site on A, and they've got 3 players there now.
There's a lot of pressure from this. This could be. That was unlucky. There was a good breach flash that came in. Sorry, I actually think it was a sky flash. It's a good sky flash that came into the back to allow that peek. That had potential for sure. But that was actually pretty nice from Shop, even though they didn't get a kill from it. I thought it was a good attempt. They do sneak. Yep, they do sneak the Brim into lamps, but he's spotted now. So it's at least going to keep 3 people, huh?
Showed in U-Haul. She hasn't yet. This is really good to not over-rotate. The most important skill on Bind is to not leave too early. TL have the read.
Taiki aware that it's mostly a push from long, so finds a new position.
Around the world!
Yeah, they come back. Bonita finds one. DRN is here. It has to be her to shut down this push, but she's pushed off the line herself.
Do they have to get out of spawn? Come out of spawn.
Okay. Flash, not connecting, and the double up is good from Team Liquid. Only Flowerful now. And that timer working against her, the players swinging.
Shop did great, to be honest with you. Two kills. Armor has to get rebought. Probably won't see a rebuy of this armor, but we'll check it anyway, the raise. They get the breach all into this round, and they have a full buy. So this is a big round for Shop. I feel like they did great into this round. I actually like the idea as well. This had a lot of potential. If those two lost some jewels here, it's different.
Really solid work from Shopify.
Yeah, Bind is in IGL's paradise. So yes. More than ever, this map, I think we'll be
okay, here we go.
KP and Daiki
circling everyone. Nope. Circling everyone. Nope. Circling everyone that can't buy next round.
You don't see the attackers rotating around. Both teams.
Okay, instant combo. I wonder if they were expecting. Okay, so what I think that I missed here, I think there was a breach stun, and what they were expecting was the double satchel over towards here, so that's why they used the Raze, Nade, and Tether. So that's interesting that for just the stun, that's what they get out of them. I like this though. They go super heavy, even though they're trying to make sure that they didn't waste the util. They put the eye outside, make sure the orb is free, they get the fatal, and now they're going to rotate. Nice. Dude, the suck stopped all of them. This is too much though. That was too much. Good trade at least, and didn't know too much about it through the smoke, but that Astra suck was insane. They actually got all of them. Breachall was useless, completely denied by an Astra suck. Good trade in the end. I felt like I didn't like what Nat did. I think they completely owned it. But lucky they got a one-on-one trade. They're always having a lurker at the moment. This Raze lurk might do something. They have a chance to TP if they want to.
It's a couple of kills back to back, and Lori needs to get the spike and TP, but no!
She doesn't have it. Rounds over.
Oh, she missed the spike.
It all falls to pieces here. Lori sprinting back over towards A, but the timing.
Wait.
Not necessarily. I actually think they have time. If they were sprinting with knives out, they have time to get a plant off.
Wait, she still has this. How is this round on?
She has time.
Does Daiki not know the spike was down?
Oh, they didn't know the spike was down. There's no way that they win after doing this, right?
It's possible the spike was dropped in the smoke. I didn't quite catch that, so maybe missed it in the
They're double pushing. Her swing might be perfect timing.
Oh, but they line up. She's got them both.
Look at that.
That is crazy. Yeah, didn't swing up far enough. Didn't see the spike because there were 3 people dead, right? 3 people dead. Someone's gonna see it. Someone's gonna see it. So definitely didn't see the spike. It was either, yeah, like I said, in the smoke, or it was just a little bit too far.
I mean, chaos in that one.
Yeah, I mean, the utility from Team Liquid to shut down that B-long push, excellent. The shot calling from
yeah, dude, these rounds are crazy.
Those lurk players really on the attack, really good. But at the end of the day, a good timing, a good knowledge of when to swing right there is what brings it together for Daiki.
I'm struggling to think about this game, and we can see everything. I can only imagine for both these teams, particularly Team Liquid, figuring out these rotations from Shopify.
I mean, honestly, TL, Daiki's biggest job is just convincing her teammates
not
to get like anxious and rotate off the sites, right? Like now you've seen that. You've seen multiple times.
What I think of Team Liquid's comp, I like it. Yeah, I think it's good. The Astra Brim is just like, it's fine. It doesn't matter which one you use. Like, again, it has pros and cons. Both of them have pros and cons, but it works well with everything. Obviously, if you have a Brim, you can play a little bit more heavy after plant, but at the same time, you have the suck that does something similar. So it's like it doesn't change too much.
With the terms. Me and Mimi are just incredibly lazy, right? Like operator, That's so many syllables.
That's pretty
This is
tough.
nice from Liquid. We saw a little bit of aggro earlier over towards here. We see a
We'll
good
leave
amount of
that to
aggro here.
Mansoy to say that one. We'll just say chop.
The portmanteaus are getting out of
Oh,
control. But
God!
the setup is great. This is the value of
Damn!
So perfect
Nice
from Shopify.
combo.
The utility out of this team is obscene.
Stun,
I love
Brim
it.
ult.
Flowerful doesn't find the shot.
They put
And
2
now
ults
Daiki's
into
around
it.
the corner.
That's
She
so
is the
unlucky to get that 57 HP
executioner,
as well.
locking
Next
them
duel
down.
is really
Glory
important. Keep an eye on the
Flowerful
Viper,
just
yeah.
lands to the slaughter.
Oh, hey,
And
nice,
they're in
nice
the corner
dog
for
stun as well.
3.
Okay, this was really good.
Team
Naxi did
Liquid
great to get this information that we talked about pushing right here, pushing here. Heard a lot of the sound, especially when this combo came in towards showers. That was her cue to go. Starts walking, gets a perfect timing.
For a second. Her team does this when they started playing with Breach. They ran Breach, Raise, Fade. They do a seize outside, they stun, and it provides so much value. It's
She
similar to
saved
what
her
Liquid said.
smoke
Cool
as well
idea,
for,
but
that's
it does not
definitely
quite work
worth
out
noticing.
with that flanking now.
She
And
saved
at the
her
end of the
smoke
day,
for the
right,
trip,
didn't really have
and they
rifles
actually
on the
changed the
Flowerful's
trip.
really
Okay,
gonna
so
want
the
that
trip
first
was
shot
here.
back. Maybe
It got
find
smoked
that
off.
could be a
They've now
very
put it like
different
in
round
the
and
middle of the
turn your
path,
attention
so it's a
from
lot
that
harder
jungle
to,
towards
if you
you
push
all.
from any of this
Regardless though,
angle,
Shopify,
it's a lot harder to
that,
actually
the
smoke it
slower
and get
ways
around
as
it.
the ult comes down a short again. That default concuss from KP continues to come out, and we still have yet to that time we saw it comboed with the
That was a really
Brimstone
good run
ult.
from Naxi.
We haven't
Ult
seen
comes
that
up, ult
really
gets
use
used.
with Sunder just yet, and I am waiting for
The Astra
time
has
that
ult if need
KP's
be,
like,
but this
yeah,
is the full
this
buy
is
round.
the
Again, I'm
round.
going to
We're
circle
gonna
everyone
commit
that can't
into
buy
that.
next. That's it.
Shopify
Fine.
now, just trying to figure out how to work around this Viper's pit. No control in showers this time for
You
Team
don't like
Liquid.
this Viper ult? This
Conditioned
Viper ult's pretty
aggression
standard.
to
It's
seasoning
really strong.
its previous.
It's a good Viper ult. You can. The problem with it is that majority of the time you're sitting in this area. But the good thing is you can be a little bit aggro, so that is
Flowerful just ducks
that
the
is too
dog and,
much.
swings back out for a free kill there. That feels a
She's
little
been
bit
very
misguided
reckless
with
over
how slow
towards
Shopify's
long.
been playing.
That's the thing, right? You have such fantastic stall. I mean, not just this round with the Viper ultimate, but like so much stalling utility. Every single character on TL can slow things down. I think these solo pushes may be a little ambitious.
Okay, KP has a stun. If the dog makes contact with this Viper, they could stun off of it and keep her out of the pit. And she'll go
Okay,
for it.
forces
It's a
them to
great
go
play,
showers.
But there's no one to follow it up unless this aftershock works.
They couldn't follow it.
Have
because there was a
they
Viper volley
stalled
on
the
ground
Viper
and an
enough so that
Astra
this ult
pull.
goes down?
Inside of the Viper ult, it's insane, but they're trying to move out of showers now.
Yeah,
No,
and they
okay, give me the
are out
Viper.
on the front
Oh,
side.
he
Viper
actually took it down.
There
Hey,
goes the
this
pit.
was very
Shopify
nicely
into
handled
this
by
one.
Shop in the end.
plant down. Does TL even want to commit? The money is solid, but a save here may be a good call.
They pushed
Yeah,
heavy over
as-
towards showers. They did a lot of util in this area, forcing the Viper out, knowing that she would want to be walking back in. And then they started spamming when they thought she'd walk back in, and all the showers people peeked as well. This was actually a very good run from Shop. They dealt with the Viper ult. They kind of used the Viper ult against them, to be honest. The Breach actually had a lot of impact here with the damage, just delaying an extra bit of time to make sure that they would catch the Viper out.
Very aware from Shopify Rebellion, and it's a little interesting that Daiki sticks around that much. Feels again a little bit misguided.
Yeah,
This was an insanely clean round. I didn't like the push, but everything outside of the push was kind of fine. I felt like everything outside of the push was just Shop doing really good.
All good. All good at the end.
Look at
of
the
day.
util
And
there.
I
Even
think,
the flash
sort of
close inside the
zoom
ult
out a
to
little
make
how
her
these
push
guys are
out
playing,
like
this
backwards.
is
It was-
really impressive stuff. And I think
That was a really
Team
impressive
Liquid
round
team
that
super
felt
hyped up in Brazil, but all I heard was
yeah,
like,
I don't know.
they're cracking
It's
out
it's
angles,
definitely
like,
you're starting to
Star
see
is
teams
insane,
have
like, Daiki's so
more
strong.
rounds,
This is a
but
game
because
where
this
they're playing
Viper
so
ult
well,
is
I
so
think tell them
common,
to stall
you're
out,
definitely
you
having
should
teams that are
control
having more
gets
set
some
stuff
stuff.
for
Yeah,
this
and I
Viper
think
ult
as
just
well,
because it's
for
worth
this Team
doing.
Liquid squad, they've really elevated at this international event. Have been
Yeah,
playing
this
so
is strong.
structured
This is
together.
my Boombot
A
lineup.
little bit of bonkage on the
So,
Skydog there, but Startup
Boombot
not
lineup
gonna get as much
should
information as she
go
would
like
you know.
this.
Giving some respect to this one, but still wants to hold the space.
This is crazy. We've seen the slow walks out of B-Long.
Oi,
This one
nice
up
shot.
short. They don't even run into Bastarda. They could have potentially left her there, but TL make another really strong call. Have numbers advantage, fall back. You see the space you just took. It doesn't matter now that you have those numbers advantage and all the tools to stall.
They know it's a B exec this time. They've re-cleared Shower, Sonder, and
Oh my god. Dude, Sonder was so short, just 100% below.
Absolutely, it's Flowerful onto.
Flowerful's done great though. She has to kill one. I mean, that wasn't the kill I was expecting, but they'll take it. Look at that from Flowerful though. Her the TP knows that they're coming behind. Instantly takes the good position in terms of here. So yeah, this is pretty strong and sets up good. I'm kind of surprised they lost this. As in Liquid.
better odds, but position noted a double swing.
A little bit late with the
Shopify
flash.
again, excellent in the late rounds.
Damn, that was crazy. Nice run from Laurie and Flowerful. They actually did it all.
That's just Shopify getting excited.
Dude, how did those first 2 kills from Flowerful come in? I kind of want to see a POV.
Double swing to set up Flowerful for the kill. So nice.
The first big land for 4 out of 5 of these players. A crowd that's not really rooting for them. They do
Damn, she actually just sent it through the Viper.
So confident here on the stage.
So good in all of the chaos too, right? 4 versus 5 to start out the round. They lose to that early push. Then they lose Sonder coming out of hookah, right, with the Razult. It doesn't actually find anything. But like the desk was talking about, the trading from Shopify Rebellion, so good. Flowerful comes out.
Yeah, it's fine for an early pause.
Sort of the broken crosshair that Sonder was able to create with double satcheling out towards hookah, the ultimate in hand. Really, really nicely done. And the awareness as well with those teleports coming in. Shopify Rebellion, even in the insanity, so many times have been able to be so focused and so crisp in their communications.
Yeah, and this attack side is really starting to snowball for them. Team Liquid is back down on an eco. They're taking their first tactical timeout here on round 8. If they can't turn this next round,
yeah, whoever loses this goes lower bracket.
Things could get pretty bad.
And the hard thing is, I think this comp from Team Liquid is
which of the teams that look the best so far, G2.
On defense. Right, like you don't have that much setup for the Raze, right? You have Raze Fade, and that's your best tool, I feel. But you don't have
G2's look the best, but I still think Cloud9's gonna win because I would be surprised if G2 don't learn. Sorry, I'd be surprised if C9 don't learn a lot from that G2 game.
One thing they didn't reveal was that Bastarda had actually walked all the way up. All they showed was one player went into
I'm not sure it would work again. That was the Boom Bop lineup. If you wanted to steal it, again, it's really strong. Just clear. I think it's the best starting one. It clears literally all of this, even down to here. So it clears like all of these angles.
Right? Like they wait until a minute 10, minute 5. Like
they're paid by the hour.
Team Liquid are gonna come in. Oh yeah, you know, just extending, getting the big paychecks.
They could have the eco. We have a Razor if we want to use it.
Then we had to go home. Wait to run it back.
I'm a fan of Razorts on ecos just because you can snowball pretty heavy in terms of you want to go super aggro with it, like secure a kill, get guns for everyone else to pick up. I think it's a good ult to use in ecos, but I mean it's just a good ult full stop really. So.
Shopify's yet to find that out. 50 seconds left, though. And the thing with Bind is, like, up until, like, 10 seconds on the clock, you can still do anything because of the teleporters.
It's so true. As long as you have, like, that one lurk player that's trying to clear space, because that's the problem when you go for late round TP and you don't have that solo player, which right now, all grouped is 5, running into 4.
This could become a little bit dangerous. 30 seconds. That clock could be the enemy.
Going into the stack here.
Has the ultimate.
Are they falling back?
No, they're pulling the ultimate out because there's so little time on the clock. Daiki gets a kill too.
Nice Razor, nice Fatal as well. Chat, there's no time. There's literally no time for the spike to get anywhere. It's done. This was so nice. A little bit too slow from Shop, but Liquid also using the ult and their reactive util was great. The gamble paid off, and SR just didn't get enough like info.
I can't remember ever seeing anything
and that's kind of where this comp struggles a little bit, because working out where people are stacked, it's a lot harder with a breach instead of like a fade.
And that was their round to continue their momentum, to secure the better
So
part of this half.
this was actually Liquid, and like that's kind of why I didn't like, you know, the push over towards long. That's kind of why I didn't like that that much as well, because it's like their comp really struggles at information, getting information, so you don't necessarily have to go for those plays. But Liquid played this really well. It was a nice timeout as well.
That is one you could look back in a loss and will forever haunt you.
I'm sure that their coach is molding watching that right now, but they've got to reset themselves.
Just kind of playing to the weaknesses that they can't get that much information. Time goes low because they're waiting for something aggro, especially with a Razor. You're waiting for some kind of push at the beginning. It didn't happen. They end up running out of time, 40 seconds. They have to go into a site, and the stack was there, and the ults were up. That was nice.
Around like 50-40 seconds, you still have time to potentially rotate into the other one. Bind can do it a little bit quicker, especially working down towards B long with the quick A teleport, but
it's a nice take.
Oh no. This could be an idea to just post Sonder up in hookah one more time like they went for previously.
This Viper smoke here is
the lurk option for them, but that means they don't have smokes on B side. That's the problem.
That's a jump spot. Chad, that's a jump spot. That's a jump spot one tap, I think.
Flowerful close corner, the flash is good enough. Gun in the corner does not matter on Nachi 1. B-site taken now, and a solid setup for the post here, too.
I like this. Benita has made the switch up and is going to hold the teleporter, right? That has been something TL have gone for a lot, is these late round retake teleports.
Is she actually lurking all the way back through? I think they expect a save, and she's ready to fight.
That's sick. What a good spot. I absolutely love that.
Or not?
She's made it all the way up into U-Haul. She's going to try to post up.
Heard this?
The starter should be aware of this one.
She's aware.
This should be a free kill.
Second try is the charm.
Wonder if we get a replay of that. I'm pretty sure that's what's happened.
As everyone says, second try is the charm, yes. Naturally. Shopify are going to be able to rinse off round 8, secure round 9 here.
Well, this is the round you need after losing a tilter like that. All good. We have rifles. They have rifles. We'll still win.
Yeah, so one thing I want to look at here. Remember that...
These rounds are just so wild, I swear. No one can get like multiple in a row.
Solid stall wall in general, but with the way Benita was playing, which was hiding outside
this happening recently.
To
Let's
catch
see.
the players teleporting themselves, that wall actually has value in post-plant situations, right? It actually blocks off teleporter running into,
Oh, it's on top, okay.
Hookah, which could
It was on top, that's not too bad. Dude, the body really flew, because I was looking at the X on the minimap and it was so far back from on top of the X was like here.
They're feeling happy. The vibe's up for this team. For TL, they're going to force back into this.
Okay, big round for Liquids. Shop have a lot of money. Shop have a chance to really win out this half.
And again, slow. Waiting to see what Team Liquid are going to show them.
If Liquid lose this, a 7-5 is like
down towards Showers. Also
pretty likely.
This opening fight.
It's a big opening kill.
Position, and you need a player like
Surely you don't need to be playing like this.
To make a move like that. And what this has caused is there is no more fallback pattern.
This is going to work well though. There's a Viper smoke. The bait's pretty good. Nade's going to not do anything. Oh my goodness.
Sander gets away, and Flowerfully's there for the trade.
That's fine. That trade is really good. It worked out well. The trigger discipline was nice. Could have got 2. Doesn't matter in the end.
Sander turned around to the teleport. She saw the head. She saw the head. No, the shots aren't quite there. Waiting. Oh my goodness. They're dancing the movement. No one can hit a shot. Lori finally finds it. 1 versus 2. Getting pinched down on DRN.
This was nice. This was nice from Liquid. It's the first time they've done the bait over towards Hookah as well. So first time Viper's normally in charge of I mean, yeah, I mean they played this well. It was a good bait. It's a good bait. Shop decided to go through the smoke, got a little bit punished. The instant TP reaction was great. That was big.
Love that. Find the spam shot through the teleporter. It does not seem like Shopify have found a way to deal with that teleport play. And again, there it's a little bit more difficult because with
timeout coming in here. So Shop have a lot of money. They had like 5-7 average, I think. Sorry, 4-7 average. So they're gonna buy into this anyway. It's fine.
Smoke had already dissipated from CT.
Timeout for Shopify here. You can see Salt there with KP for the moral support.
That's the Penguins name for anyone that was asking. I was actually asking.
I know pro Penguins like that.
You know pro Penguins. Cub Penguin? Club Penguin.
Played that as a kid.
Mind.
I had the VIP subscription. I don't mean to flex or anything. It's pretty good. And yeah, they'll need the moral support of that Penguin in the mix now for this team, as they do get to bring their coach into the conversation for a moment.
Yeah, they're
making us time out with
Guild beat G2
Lori, Benita have those
in the EMEA.
Opposite to them with Team Liquid. Team Liquid's money not actually ideal. Sort of checking it out. Nachi1 and Bastarda.
But I'm telling you, when I watch them, I get the same feels as like Optic. When Optic always comes second seed into LANs, but you would always say that Optic are like the better team in NA. I get that kind of vibes with the G2 Guild situation.
Looked good for them on defense on the last map. Was a lot of change of pace, but we didn't see too much on attack. It was a lot of the grouping as 5. Now we're seeing a lot of the slow.
Yeah, Rob Wiz is coach for Shop. Dude's like real old school. Been playing a lot of games for many years.
Up on the opposite extremities. This time around, Nachi1 is able to send the flash down B long. That tells them exactly what's going on this B site.
This round could be a big one for Shopify. Like you were mentioning, Tails' economy is at
a breaking
point. They will not
What's the timing like in this?
many big ults online towards the end of this game.
This was pretty.
Again with these contact pushes.
Damn, that one is.
It's 1 minute 10 seconds.
That one is
yeah.
seconds
of 110. That's when it's always happening. The stall utility is there, but no one actually to trade off of it whatsoever.
And it's really interesting because they have the information tools in this composition.
B is definitely the weaker site.
You have the Roomba on your raise. You have so much
I liked what Shop did though, right? Dog cleared everything they didn't see, and normally when you see a dog like this, there's a high chance that they're going to be pushing with him. Raze realizes that the dog didn't see, had good position to get round into a spot, might be able to catch a push off, does, and then the second swing against two people was, I get trying to get the trade, but yeah, it was just, timing wasn't good.
To be on A around 110, around 1 minute, when the breach utility is going to be coming back. That's when attacking teams like to sort of hit the gas on a play like that. It allows them to very quickly flank, and with a Viper there, you can orb off the tripwire. All this stuff would work, but I think that the way Shopify have been playing every single round, which Team Liquid should be aware of, is it's the slow 5-player spread, and that is not the idea with TL's comp.
Yeah, and TL has been struggling to adapt to that style. This is, of course, their first international tournament. They have played on boot camps in Europe before, but this style of the super slow, extremely patient bind is, I think, one that they're really struggling with.
It's definitely been a tough look for them. Also, in Flowerful is just finding 14 kills here on the Chamber. Usually Chamber's a little bit quieter on the attacking side, you know, don't have the ability to quickly capitalize, take space. That's when your Raze players tend to pop off. Nah, been kind of the Flowerful show thus far. As TL, one more chance to tie things up.
Okay, this is the double satchel stun that they were ready for earlier. Are we going to see nade Tether?
I waited 12 rounds and here it is.
We're getting it. It's
No, they didn't want to nade Tether. Maybe because of the kind of conditioning where they've just been doing it and they never followed it up.
Showstopper up at DRN. Not clear. They'll just absolutely BM her.
Hey, nice
swing, freeze kill of her life. It's only 2 left.
Look at Natchi 1. Hit the teleport immediately here in Showers.
Benita's aware though. She's so ready on that angle.
Yeah, you can't walk peek into that angle.
From Shopify.
That reminds me of like the first. Sorry, Mixwell. I'm gonna just randomly give you a flame here. It reminds me of the first year and a half where Mixwell would walk peek angles every single time that he knew people were holding.
Shopify's suspicious of a flank here, but they do still have KP holding, and this timer is just taking so far.
Sandy G, what's up? Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Get it done. Lori closing out the half, 7-5.
Thank you. This is a really good half from Shop. Really good half from Shop.
They actually just mind control TL.
Chat, you never want to peek like that. You never want to. If someone is holding an angle and you're walking out of a choke point, you never want to walk peek like this. You never want to do that. You always want to insta swing. Again, in this game, you have like a good area where you don't make sounds with your swing, with like wide swinging, not walking. And you want to abuse that a lot in this game. When you go into angles like this where you think people might be holding from here and here, you want to be swinging more committed. You never want to walk out. Everyone can hit that shot. You walk out into a crosshair, everyone can hit that shot.
Such a weird half of Valorant. That was maybe the strangest game I've ever watched. Like, honestly, I think there were so many things going at play here.
Yeah,
but I really,
they see you so fast. Like, they literally have like a... I'm not sure on the exact timing, but it feels like they have like something like that in terms of seconds extra time to aim on you. Like, they see you so much earlier than you see them. It's probably not 0-3, it's probably like more 0-2, but that's everything in this game.
They used the Brimmo, and they absolutely just... She denied her any space and any chance at living there. Funnily enough, they ended up losing this round, but I think that amount of map control is something that's really, really insane. They continue to use the cabbages, they sent out all that they have, and it kind of looked like it's working out for the best, but I guess just the follow-up just wasn't the best. And actually, the round just before this, they also used a breach out.
Yeah, right. It's so much better to wide swing. Again, in this game, a broken mechanic is the fact. If I just compare it to other games, right? Other games, when you do this, your sound, like people hear footsteps. Like if you move like from here to here, like with just D or A, and you're just swinging out, people will hear it. In this game, it's a lot longer before it gives away a sound cue, so you can even just jiggle out. You can even do like multiples of these before they hear you. So that it's a much better way of peeking like this. You never want to walk peek. If you're walking into it, you only walk if you think you have like a flank and you don't want to hit. When you're going for a one-on-one duel, you never walk into an angle. I'm fine with peeking and crouching. Like, that's so fine. But you never want to walk into an angle. Can I get up and demonstrate? No. What is this, Keeper? The drawings are not. What is this?
I'm really looking forward to see how both these teams play. I mean, Liquid was struggling to adapt to the way that Shopify started playing, the slow playstyle that we kind of said they struggled a little bit yesterday on Icebox, so I wonder if they're going to be able to pull it back today.
Yeah, we love some weirdness in Valorant, don't we? And am I about to do the weird champ toss? What do you think, Ender?
Why socks off? Now he's just making a weird keeper. It was fine before. It was fine until you said that. Now it's just weird.
I'm haunted by it, but you know what? These teams aren't, because these teams, they're PogChamp.
Okay, we're moving on from that one. We're talking about the game at hand here. Shopify Rebellion. So
okay, here we go.
To greatness. Top 3 guaranteed if they can close out this game.
Flash goes out. I don't think it hit. People with sound higher than me might be able to tell me if that hit, but I don't think that one hit.
Great look for her. Oh my God, Shopify.
Maybe it did. There's 4
people. Just love this 4-1 spread. Like,
nice. Again, Molly. This Molly here gets inside the tube. That's why you see a lot of people using it. Nice combo. Ay. This is a nice pistol. It's a pistol where they exec heavy from hookah. I actually never see this.
You will have support on this one. Swing through. Right click again, failing her. Unbinded KP. It has not worked for her once. Lori, bit more successful, but now it's only Flower full and well. She's
that was a good pistol. That was a really good pistol. A nice combo. Everything was great here.
In this game compared to Fracture before, 7-5 half, right? Shopify leading, then Team Liquid are able to get the pistol round win. This time around, don't expect Shopify to go for any sort of force or something like this. But
did we see any left clicks in this duel?
Really set up well on
okay, there.
I
was gonna say I'm not actually sure I saw any left clicks apart from the
very fast execute towards
apart from at the end there.
Default Viper wall going straight down A short. That is a permanent lurk presence wall, right? Either from your Viper or your Astra, right?
Yeah, this is literally Fnatic's default.
With the rest of her team. So in a similar way to how Shopify were quickly taking space with utility and then leaving one player to lurk, TL can do it a little bit more passively. You don't have to commit full utility.
The Viper Molly goes inside the tube, yeah. Again, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's... Again, this is where the whole, the whole turret situation, the whole turret, like, impacting the round, whatever. It's technically a bug. I don't know if this is technically a bug, and, like, I think that with, like, about 100 things in this game. But yeah, the Viper Molly lands on top of the tube, and it damages people inside.
Ooh, the dog not actually spotting the position of Sandra, although Sandra is not risking it on that, instead just jumps on back.
Bosa said he asked and it isn't. Yeah, I mean...
Holding hands right there.
Then it's fine. But it just feels a bit weird that there's just one person that just says it is. I don't know.
Well, Sandra spotted. Let's see how much
I think you guys get my point. It's a weird gray area of what is and what isn't.
The chip damage actually big for a shorty. Shorty not always a guaranteed one pump, but when you get him low like that, it allows KP to find the frag.
Lori's gotten
big stack. They should know the breaches here. There's flash.
Riding in this tube. They have a cat to clear though. Good utility.
Oh, sorry, Brim. Dude, why did I think that was the breach there?
It's now just Flowerful. Doesn't have any headhunter bullets. It's only this classic.
I don't think they did patch this. I don't think they patched the... If you talk about the Molly on top of tube, I don't think they did patch it.
That's another thing with this comp. It's interesting because Shopify's comp was so explosive on the attack, right? Double flashers, whereas with Team
Brim's a little bit thicker.
Scout characters, right? The Fade can sort of scout you in. Nachi1 has the dog as well, so it's a lot more about slow.
Yeah, I didn't even look at the kill feed. I was actually just like looking at the...
Setting up for kills. What is that? No one's looking at.
Oh my goodness, damage though. It is really good eco. Really good eco. Look at this damage. 3 kills. Someone has to rebuy armor. Yeah.
We tie again, 7-7.
That was great eco.
Okay,
okay, we're even now.
What is that? 18 kills here.
Compare her performance yesterday to today. I think it was very much Lori and Sandra as well, taking the prize, taking the spotlight in that game. But here, it has been so much the value that Flowerful's providing.
100%, because also, like, if you look back even further than that, Shopify have been a team while...
Time is it for me?
Skilled individual
coming up to 4.
Very rarely you have those standout performers, right? Like, anyone on the team can frag. You don't have one person, really opening up a gap between kills, but between Sandra on our previous map, Flowerful now, we're having those map-to-map standouts.
Damn.
And that's that extra
I like
if Shopify
the fade. Damn, that's nice.
Need to have those stars.
I'm surprised that's the first time I've ever seen this. I'll explain after this.
It's not the utility, but the headshot instead from Naxi that finally contends with it. This gets a little bad now for
Chad, that's
Shopify.
really nice. Let me wait for this round. As we see it, we hear a double TP, right?
Benita has a shotgun, by the way. That is a judge in her hand. I don't know how you retake a site.
We have no smokes. This is hard. Oh my goodness.
KP and Saunder finding the chunk damage. It'll be a backside plant. Rarely ever see that,
Nice
especially
dog.
without CT control. And 2 players just entrenched on the back of the site.
Saunder has 1 satchel, so she can try and get out a little bit quicker. Here, yeah, it's perfect, but it's not followed up. Benita gets one in the smoke, and now this judge is actually perfect close. She'll find a second.
Judge is doing bits. It's not a good plant as well. Nice retake in the end from Shop, but I thought this was a good bonus from Liquid. Chat, do you know what I really liked from this? And I don't know if this is a default. Liquid at the beginning through an eye that goes here. It lands so fast that it looks like it will always catch the person going into this corner. And then obviously if you peek it, the eye's already like deployed. I don't know. You know the little like wind up time that it takes until it's like fully the actual eye that sees you. Like it's already the eye that it sees you. So when you peek, it's gonna. I like that. I thought this was cool. It means that when you're running into that corner, you have to shoot it and you always get info. I would like to test that on the server to see if you can beat this corner. But yeah, look, I think they're going to do it. I think it's part of their default. Nope, okay. Okay, maybe it is part of their default. See, that landed kind of slow. I think you can get into this corner. I don't know, I would test it. Either way, I like the idea. And then Molly comes down as well. So Molly lineup from, I don't know which one they use, but there's 2 lineups from here. Molly lineup that goes over towards long. So it's a nice default. It's actually a very nice default. You have to kind of fully commit, and then you shoot this, and then you get hit by the Molly. Hey, I like this default from Liquid. I think this is good. Okay, double TP comes in, so they're going to hit. Breach should get there in time. Stun is up as well, so they might have a rough time in a bit to get out of the choke points. This is pretty good. Benita has a judge in lamps. It's all about if Liquid want to take lamps, and there's a judge here. The judge should be good for 2. Oh, good trade.
U-Haul position, that might be what's pivotal in this round.
Naxi gets taken just as she uses her ult.
Darren on the bench, 2 versus 4. She needs more though. 3 left. Flash, turn shot, not there.
1v3.
Bastarda, she's a hero,
oh,
but she cannot
get that kill. Had the nade for plant. That was doable. Really nice from Shop.
They're able to make it happen right there. Really impactful round. Lori to close things out as well, because honestly, it felt like Team Liquid really wanted to find opening fights, right? They spent so much utility to get on the site as you need to, but Shopify didn't do anything. It was just Benita posted up in towards U-Haul. Now she's actually got the ultimate off of securing the
yeah, it's a pretty good combo. It's a pretty good combo. I think we only seen like a... Fade is very strong. Fade is very, very, very strong. Like if I had to rate all the initiators, Fade is the strongest in my opinion. Okay, so they do the lineup from here.
Maybe not this one, but the next rifle round, that is going to be absolutely
Molly that goes on top of the tube. Normally when people want to do that, they want to swing over towards Hookah. They look like they're going to do the exec from Hookah again, which makes sense because it was a lot of util based, and that's what they have on the ecos.
Again, heavy utility invested to clear her, and the Seeker's actually getting trapped in that pull for a moment, but the Util's here again to delay. Somehow, she's found a gap, and
this
she's ratted her way through.
Has a lot of potential. Oh, they got the smoke up here as well, one way. Dude, they have some lineups. Viper's got a lot of lineups. They throw. I think they throw this from here.
Will fall back, has a flash in 1 second, is going to dog first.
Chat, this has mad potential. If Raze gets a kill, that's all.
As the spike is planted, retake here is going to be tough. They need to find Daiki.
No flank.
Fade is still the best after the nerf? Yeah, I think so. Obviously, it's a little bit map dependent, but I think on paper, yeah, Fade is still the best after the nerf. Damn.
And they'll find 2 of the sheriffs. I mean, this could be a flawless round here. KP is still stuck. She's behind the one-way. Lori's found something, but she's the only one on the
this was such a nice eco, and they, you know when and like my old team is a good example. You know when you have eco rounds and everyone just goes for sheriffs and goes picks. They actually decided to prioritize all the utility, and they had a really good set round with the util. Right, they went 4-person hookah. Maybe it was 5-person hookah. I didn't check for sure. We had one-way smoke here. We had the same exec. We had nice suck over towards here, and they did the back of the site. And they just used all their util instead of guns, and then this was good. This was really good.
Great work from Nachi when she was full stunned. Get that pivotal kill with the sheriff. And that orb, the cycle is really well timed. Wait for the Astro Wall to drop, wait for the smoke to drop, then the orb goes up. There's so
What is that
much
side
to
hold?
find
The
for
side hold
Shopify.
was fine. They just got
Already
overwhelmed.
trained
Chamber had to
towards
TP
Hellfire.
out.
So ideas for Shop, no
It's
chain
so hard
right
to
there,
retake.
potentially set up
This is
some
why I like
flanks. If
Viper a
it's
lot
gonna
as
be
well.
a
It's so hard to
release, I don't
retake
think
when
it's
you
necessarily
set up
as
good one-ways like
crucial
this.
for Shopify in retaking the A site to have that flank, but definitely over.
Okay, Raze gets all.
Saw the problems of working out through CT, just nigh impossible.
This is nice. This is
Available here.
nice and
No
fast
change
from
really, so
Liquid.
kind of be a one-sided,
Double
very
TP. Look at this. They were so ready for this. That's the ult that they just got as well.
Watching this angle,
Okay,
and
nice round from Liquid.
Shopify
This was
will
good
get
break.
nothing from it.
I know it was against.
Shopify, think
I mean,
after the last round, Red, we do need
it's still
to
a
go for
pretty good
flanks
low buy.
regardless of sight, but Team Liquid were not overcommitted whatsoever. It's the power of that A short wall, right? Is Shopify
Viper
know
is the
truth
most
was
underrated
activated.
agent.
We weren't
I think
down
every
that. Team
dude,
Liquid were
it's
guarding
so
all
funny
the
when you
exits,
ask a
guarding the
lot of
teleport.
coaches.
That sets them up with a huge advantage
So
here.
you know when we're
Is
doing
Golden
the,
Thunder
she should get this
for
going.
King.
You know when I'm doing the
Well,
coach
that's
potato
right.
stacks.
Started in
It's
spawn.
so funny
Yeah,
just hearing us
that,
all talk about
is
Viper
not
because we're
normal.
literally
Honestly,
just
looking
like,
at the map,
it's
Firewall
everyone's
looks like,
favorite
like,
agent.
they're
We want to use it
swatching
on just
every
every map, I
single
swear.
angle.
It's so good.
So well constructed
That
in
was
that round.
such an
Viper's a little
impressive
bit
round
too
for
strong,
Team Liquid.
really.
I cannot overstate that. And you have to be creative. You cannot brute force your way past Shopify Rebellion with this double smoke, double sort of scouty type composition. You just don't have the setup for Bastardo really to accomplish that. But the way they play so, not necessarily cautiously, but leaving no gaps
Yeah.
in them.
Thorough, I think it would be
So
the word
thorough.
that comes to mind. And
Do you
again,
think
we
Viper should
see
get used more
comparison
often
of
on
the
Ascent or
teams.
Haven, for
Team
example?
Liquid is falling for this
Not so much
incredibly
Ascent
slow
because
attack
the
side of world,
initiators
where
really
Shopify
do
was
thrive
letting
on that map,
clock
but
drain.
definitely Haven.
And it kind of happens again here.
I
Shopify
think the
too
fact
little
we
too late.
see a little amount of Viper is I think people are sleeping on it.
Trade off one another. The trade does come through.
But I also think that no team's done it really well. We've seen glimpses of teams doing it great. Like I've seen it look really good on defense on some teams, really good sometimes on attack for some teams, but no one's put everything together. We'll see it next year. People are starting to realize, I
You
think.
see on the map, it doesn't do anything. Flowerful is dead. That is
Viper on Ascent is underrated. It's really good. It's just the fact that the initiators are insane on that map.
Entire backside of A blocked off. Maybe there's a U-Haul player. That's the only thing they really have to be concerned about. So
Okay, what can Brim do?
a little surprising that they do commit over towards B.
It's a full retake setup towards that A site now, which means
They have
Bernita
nothing to go through
anchoring.
this. They kind of have to wait for
She
the
needs
smoke.
something big. Molly through. Is it well timed? Can she get her gun back out? Yes. Maxi falls away, but she swings into DRN.
Actually peaked.
40 seconds left. Another mid round from TL.
Actually
Back to A.
peaked after the molly.
Benita's position to go for the Molotov there. Now
Okay,
players
three-person
here
hit over towards the
still
site
could
as we can
potentially
see.
teleport into B.
There's
They
no one
have
here
the
other than
time
the Raze,
to
and
make this
then
happen if they want to.
late TP. Okay, I was wondering if we were going to see a TP or a lag. Flash gets info, but that still means it could be back site.
So potential to stall out here as that 2-1 gets right up in her face. Oh, the trade again.
Liquid
We
will
saw
take
from
that trade.
Bastardo last game, and here for Sonder too.
Plant still yet to come through. 10 seconds left. Rolling Thunder committed in, but it doesn't get DRN off the plant. Aftershocks there, but it's too late to find a fact. Flash on the front side, swing late. To
Why do people
capitalize.
prefer Omen over
And
Astra
Reverend's falling back,
on
Bunty
Haven?
close to the side.
Omen's
She'll
too good
find
on
her
Haven.
kill.
The
KP
one
alone,
way,
and she
you
can't
know,
do it from
the one way that you get on
crossfires.
A.
TL shut down. They're the first to double digits here
Basically,
on Bunty.
there's two things, right?
I didn't catch it was
In
done
terms
here,
of
Jared,
Omen
the
on
plan,
Haven.
the awareness to
Omen is
get
really
out
good at
of where
soloing
potential
C
CT
because the
pre-drop
initial
planting
hit you can
over
always
window
flash over
triple,
towards
aware that you have
the
two
choke
players
point,
down short,
right?
you need
And
to
then
make them
when you're on
to be in a
attacking
position
and you go A and you can
swing
one way,
off a potential fuse.
you can one way the choke point when they come in through spawn. That's massive. They're like the two things. There's one thing on each side. They're the two main things. Obviously, there's other nuances where you can like one way in garage and stuff like that, but they're like the main reasons why. It's better anchoring C, and it's so good on after plants for literally all sides. I'm just using A as an example, but you can do it on C as well. Bring back old Astra? No, it's in such a good place, dude. It's in such a good place. We should just be happy that all the controllers are pretty good. Maybe Brim's a little bit. Maybe Brim. I honestly think, you know, the double stim pack. I was so fine with that for Brim. I didn't think they needed to revert that, but
I think Shopify,
maybe I'm wrong.
It's been a very quiet half from Flowerful, now that I think about it. The last few rounds, Flowerful has not gotten a ton of
This is where Chambers normally thrive.
Exactly.
She had something like 15 kills going into the half.
Exactly, right? But it's kind of hard to up, again, when there's so much
Yeah,
scaling
Brim is
on
really
the
good.
opposite side. I think
But
holding, like,
Omen Flash
hard angles
and the
is
combos
even
that you
more
can do with
challenging for a game
Astra.
with all the utility on Team Liquid's site, but potentially taking
Is Harbor good?
this
Harbor
step
is
forward
hot
could be
trash.
an idea for
Worst
Flowerful
agent I've ever
here.
seen.
There is some utility to play off of too, but I think Flowerful just putting herself in positions to take more early fights, not just to get the opening kills, but also to get the information for the team, because this is a comp from
Chat would disagree with me? Dude, I'm so fine for people to, so fine for teams to throw games and try and use it in officials. It's not a good use of time.
Shopify have had to be so cautious as a result.
That's why you see the flash and the dog come on through. Shopify have been cautious, and they have to wait out all the utility. Flowerful was
so
there,
another eco.
To take the late peak.
Liquid have a good chance to get 11 here.
Round, but she can't. The utility is too thorough.
Picking the orb up into this round, so that's making them think that they're going to use it.
Shopify's been unable to contest that space.
Why do you think other controllers are better than Harbor? Harbor does nothing. It has nothing to stop a hit. Brim has a molly, Omen has a flash, Astra has the suck, right? You all have util to stop a hit. That's actually going to straight up stop a hit, like directly. Harbor, you have a awful wall that gives you a 0.2 second slow when you go through it, and also disappears within 3 seconds.
From Team Liquid. As Shopify starts to shrink their space towards long, they now look to commit. Ult is through, but 3 players in
2 walls now. I get 2 5-second walls that are awful.
Smoke in this round. That's going to cause TL. They realize 3 players over towards B. Let's blitz to A.
They'll go fast in this one. Benita in the corner. Just a stinger. Molly through. That separates Bastarda from her team. Showstopper though is enough. She'll move. She'll groove.
What if they gave Harbor a chamber TP? Okay, now we're talking. This has ruined the game.
15 seconds. If they deny plant, maybe a chance
Dude,
of winning this round.
they're going to lose this round. There's no time here, right? Oh my god, are they going to swing this up plant?
Doesn't look like they'll be able to deny Lori from short finds.
Oh, this is kind of nuts.
Sheriff, and now
I was really worried
coming through.
that they might have been able to stop this.
There's 3 players alive. She could use it to try and spot out the players. Very low HP. 2 sheriffs and a rifle. KP finds one.
Dude, this is getting crazy close.
They have their Astra alive, but DRN in trouble. She's struck on this box and cannot stand. 1 left. IGL, Daiki in the 1 versus 2. They're on the spike, and KP wants to hold this. She wants this half swing.
Low HPs.
Spike, half, and Daiki needs to isolate that swan,
they actually win the eco. That's crazy.
It's another thrifty round.
There is so many thrifties. They can't win the thrifties. They can't win against the ecos in terms of liquid.
Multiple players on the flank. It works. They've been looking for that a couple of times now, and it finally comes together.
And it's all Lori. She was the player that kept them alive in Game Changers 3. The lower final, they almost lost the Misfits.
Vertec, what's up, dudes? Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the Twitter banner as well. Thank you so much, chat. Let's get some slugs in. Do you know what, though, chat? Do you know what? In terms of Harbor, I would much rather they bring out agents and they're underpowered than chambers. Right? It's so much better bringing out agents that are completely useless instead of bringing out agents that break the game. And they're just by far the best agents. So in terms of chamber and harbor, I would much rather have an agent that is useless than an agent that kind of breaks the game. So I'm kind of happy with it. And then they can just slow buff.
You still have DRN guarding the late showers push. And I mean, there's 3 players here.
Oh, this is a nice take. Damn, every single time they're waiting for this, dude, they're dominating long.
The preparation available.
That was a nice take.
Minute to play within this mid round.
Yeah, getting ready to pop down the Astra wall. Flowerful will be the absolute pivot point here for Shopify.
But if she holds this space,
as long as
through the showers, they could try and take down DRN if the timing's right.
The timing's unreal right now. The timing is unreal. Just left this angle. How patient is she?
But the thing is that DRN doesn't really
nice shot.
No. Commits to space, Flowerful takes her down.
And now to KP on the flank.
This duel is massive that's coming up behind her. Astra.
She doesn't get the shot.
Doesn't have the shot, and now it's done available.
They have no suck for after plant.
They're all starting to flood out now. KP knows Naxi's here. The rest
Dude,
of
we
the
have
team's
3 person in
Lori does not find an opening kill, but KP, the dagger on the opposite side. Benita, that's going to be a half stick. It may just be a full stick. She has protection from short as KP comes around.
Holy hell. She actually full stuck him.
KP doing it all.
And she TPs. She smoked up. That was incredible. She actually managed to insta-stick. Chaos was getting created. They had 3 people over towards Lamp, so the swing could never be good. And they created the chaos, got the important kills. She gets the defuse and just TPs out afterwards. It's like she's never there. Dude, some of these rounds that Liquid are losing are...
everything given to them, but KP steals it all away.
I don't know.
And listen to the hype. They are feeling it right now, Christy.
They absolutely are.
That was nice though. Like their initial take was nice. Over towards long. That was really cool.
I have to find you. Now they'll try and make a change. Fast towards A, the destination. A stun there again. This stall from Shopify good.
Hits all 4 players. You can flash yourself out of the wall, but the wall comes down. No one's watching showers. What's going on?
The breach stun stalled them so much. Holy hell. That's crazy. Breach stun stalled them so much that the wall went down when they were going over towards Lamps. And Sonder just owns it with a good nade in towards him.
Everything to set Sonder up for success there. DRN potentially calling this round off entirely. It would be a 2 versus 5, and the swarm of Shopify Rebellion just gathered around the spike. TL have to wait a long 40 seconds as this one just slips completely away.
Shopify doesn't want to hunt though. Their money's still low. They know how pivotal it is.
G2 and C9 tear above the rest? No, I think these 2 teams look really good still.
Now. Time to talk, time to discuss a very, very important round coming up, in particular for Team Liquid.
Damn, what a nice... Probably needed a cancel here from Liquid after the stun came in. I don't know, it's hard because the Viper kind of had to cool the comms. Either way, it was a really good stun from KP. And then Sonder did really well.
Sonder is able to play off of the breach ult again from KP to perfection. That was a 2 versus 5 performance, it seemed like.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 chances. Dude, Liquid, no joke. Liquid have lost this best of 3, potentially. I don't want to cuss anything, but Liquid have lost this best of 3 just from the 50 rounds. That's why they lost the first map. It looks like this is why they're going to lose second.
Team Liquid looks set for 2 rounds here in terms of the economy. Important as they try to keep things even. Again, Shopify to win here. 2-0 would send them up against G2, guarantees them a top 3 finish. This team has always been
Sonder's been impressive. Yeah, super impressive.
Cloud9 white, and then Shopify Rebellion right underneath them. And this tournament, I feel like almost no one was actually talking about ShopifyRebellion.
They were the team forgotten coming in. They were a team that was like,
has every Shopify game been really close? Yeah, like really close.
And then he has Shopify too.
And now they have the chance to just completely steal the show, right? You just blitz out 2 wins against Team Liquid.
What, I think it killed? Yeah, they look good.
G2, and then potentially you're beating the team that beat C9. You're beating the team, you're going to the finals yourself. You could be that final boss, but it all starts with closing out this match against TL, and TL are going to come in with all
post-game 50s are at 9-10. Yeah, I think you're right, actually. I think this one was 9-10 as well.
This is a round.
Okay, 2 chances for them to close this out. What's the buy like?
They've always wanted to escape.
The buy's good. Fade ult's here. No one else is close to an ult. Okay, I mean, Liquid in terms of their ults, they're in an okay position because if they get these 2 ults online, if they win this round, they get these 2 ults online. They have a good chance. Okay, smoke goes in, flash goes out. 3 people here. Trip over towards. Dude, they've kind of Shop have taken a little bit of a gamble, and it's looking like it's gonna work.
Team Liquid 5 players outside of B, not playing that spread out silent stead.
This ult's gonna hit all 3 though.
Fade
ult goes in, hits all 3. That's good information.
Fade ult through. But Team Liquid still stalled up.
Nice. Little bit of damage left in that as well from the Fade ult. Double TP, but the Viper should have at least 1 here. Nice nades. Did it go in?
They're trapped now in that teleporter.
Well, they can just turn. They know it's 2 players in that TP. A side has to be soft at this point, but they've also
they might have to expect this angle.
Come through Naxi, the
Fade owned this. Fade showed presence, so they're not going to expect the Viper. That was really smart.
KP and Sonder, she finds one, and she turns it, but no, Sonder is able to get the second.
But Taiki, she's here close.
Can you trade this? Oh, wow. Okay. That was What a time to play like this. That was so good.
Stay alive. In the site, she'll talk. Information trying to be gained, but that time is ticking.
Deki just
and
did
Flowerful-
insane this round. That was so good. The little bait to help the Viper and make sure that for these two saw the fade, and they felt like that was how they were holding this. Completely baited in the Viper. That was so smart. And then important kill on the race.
But another shot for Flowerful.
Oh
One
boy.
versus two, they're trying to plant. She needs to try and get them
Oh
all.
way! The
Skip
bullets
separate
actually got
lightning
tanked by
round
the
from Team
ult.
Liquid.
That was insane!
I've never seen that
The
before.
Seeker gets in the way.
The bullets
I mean,
actually
the
got
damage was
tanked.
blocked. It was almost
The
a
get down
blind,
Mr.
just
President
absolutely
ult.
hiding
That's
the final
incredible.
player of Team Liquid.
Not only that, the Seekers ate the damage. She would have had the kill.
Absolutely insane.
That's insane.
Backs against the wall. Shopify, I mean, Flowerful is just
That
playing
is
her heart out
actually
here.
insane.
Had the timing to win out the round, but Daiki starts
100%. 100% she would have died.
Yes, as you say, the damage eaten up. No one knows what
believe
to
it
happen.
No one can
Rob
believe
is
it.
like, that is
But we have to
mental.
go
I've
again.
never seen it. I've never seen it. Rob's probably never seen it.
You run it back here, and
That's
you look, there's
madness. Okay,
Vipers
2
getting
chances down
close
to
by
1.
Naxi. I think Team Liquid
Hey, that was a
may
good
want to
attempt,
play on
though.
the B site, right? B site has been perfect.
That was
here
a really
in
good
the first
try.
place. So hard for Shopify
Okay,
to reclaim space
chat,
there.
we got
And also Shopify
Brim
a
ult,
little bit
Chamber
softer
has ult
moving
out,
towards that site.
and
Flowerful and
that's
Sonder
it. We got
are two
Viper ult
heavy
and
hitters
attack.
over towards
So
Shower.
if they get onto the site and the Viper's alive, very good chance. Flash goes in and hits one. Are we going to see a rotate from
And she grew
the
up with this.
breach?
She was 16 when she joined its core. 2 years on, first international event for them, first chance at greatness, and they're staring down that lower bracket.
Shopify Rebellion, they got the information. Players, ouch! Lori finds the
What
opening
the
frag
hell
against
is that
the Sarge.
shot? I need to see that
It
from the
might just
POV.
be the end. It might
Looked like
just be
smoke came up
Shopify
just a
in
little
the
bit
top
late,
three.
and she
Benita
just saw.
has
I
her
don't know,
ultimate.
that shot
That
looked
could be huge.
mental.
A dog to
Viper
Rick
ult does
that
go up
can
though,
have
and it's a
quite-
good one.
She's patient.
It
Now
extends a
ready
little
for
bit
the
here, and
second
there's a
dog
lot of
coming through
places
the
to
flash
hide in
in
terms of the
ambush.
here.
She catches it.
I mean, there's
A
3
big
places to
kill.
hide.
Now odds are even. A Viper ult through.
Oh my god.
but
Oh my god, who's this on site?
not gonna find anything for Shopify. PRN
Sonder's
takes down
crazy.
Sonder. They're staying in this.
All 3 players of Shopify
Such a
Rebellion
good
stuck
Viper ult.
in elbow. Benita the one to lead the
Yeah,
charge.
elbow is the
Work
weak
their way
spot.
out to the site. Still a player down long. Daiki has been so big for Team Liquid, and it all comes down to this.
Just Flowerful again. Can she run it back? Can she win the clutch
Ooh.
on a 1 versus
Ho
3?
ho ho,
Too
okay,
big.
look at
Team
this to
Liquid
overtime.
live.
Damn, this is
Overtime
a crazy
achieved.
round.
It couldn't happen
Nice
any
Viper ult
other
though.
way.
It was
Team
really good.
Liquid
The best thing about this
refused
Viper ult is
to
it
go
covered
down
the
without a
choke
fight.
point, and then there were 3
Chaotic
places
rounds
like they
back
were
and
really
forth.
good to hide, like
Shopify
Tube,
lost out the
Cubby,
last
and then
one
just
to a
close
Seeker,
right.
and here it's a crossfire that absolutely does them in. Team Liquid.
Yeah, it felt the pressure a little bit for that
Absolute
aim at the end there.
madness here, and they have a chance still to force us to a 3rd map.
This team will
Chat, I still can't get over the
fight
What do we remember from Shopify's attack?
where the nerves are important. Daiki needs to keep
Liquid
her
on
players in
defense.
control. No one can overpush
Shop on
this.
attack.
No one can over-rotate. One mistake, and this game gets stolen back away.
Nachi
we got slow default. We have Viper smoke that Viper wall, sorry, that covers here. Dude, that's a
Doesn't really mean anything, as Shopify plays
nice.
slow,
Every
spread
time they've been
out
doing
the
this nade,
Sarda.
so this is
Remove Sonder
Boombot
from the equation,
clears this
and there's a
area,
big
right? So
difference
then
in
normally
the
you
way
nade on
these
top
play,
of it. So
right?
see
Sonder
that
was
see that bit of
critical
util,
on the
goes to
attack.
that
All
angle,
utility
takes the
of
first
Shopify
shot.
sets her up to
That was
get
really
in,
nice.
and now they
And
don't
they've
have
taken
that
no map
piece.
control, and they have
All the
3
pressure
people on this
relies
site.
on
And so
She'll look to
She
she
sees
sees the gun. Should be a free kill. Flash ready. Her teammates falling all around her.
oh
and she can't
my
get the kill.
god,
Prime
no
Unit
way!
all
Instead of
things
getting the
Team Liquid
util there, I
forward.
think to just shoot.
Back to back to back.
That was nice
TL.
though in this area, and there's always just constant pressure anyway from lamps, so it was really nice. It was essentially like there was 4 people there just because you always have constant pressure there just because that's where someone would normally play.
Icebox would be tragic.
The coach getting excited. Honestly, louder than his play. The players could probably hear him from back there. I don't even
Okay,
know.
Liquid chance to close this out.
Absolutely breaking the sound on that. The walk up from Shopify on the
Holy
defense.
hell.
Out of nowhere.
What a
They
time
have
to
not
call this
showed that
aggression. 3
whatsoever
person, just
during regulation.
try
And
face
now
over
instantly
towards
pivoting
middle.
back into showers with the flash.
And they have good util to retake this. Smoke's
Smoke's
up, they definitely want to retake this. Nade goes in. Nade goes in, damage goes out. Are they... Damn, that was so nice. They had nade to cover this area, and then force you over towards here. They had the damage. That's a good combo.
It's all here. but not over
Only
14
the
Liquid.
corner was safe.
Losing Naxi, that is such a
Hey,
big
this is a nice
deal.
round from
Don't
Shop.
have the Viper wall to scale and play contact up towards A short instead, forcing these longer angles. There's 4 players here.
3v5 with a
Always
Viper down.
huddling
It's so
down
hard to get
on
out of this
A site.
choke point.
Starter takes first
That'll
contact,
do it
but
though.
Nike can't be beaten.
3 versus 4 now. Team Liquid stalled again on this site. KP's utility is still a thorn in their side. They have 40 seconds, time to work with.
But at some point you have to take a fight. Stars come through.
30 seconds left.
I believe she's just got the 2. Actually 2 smokes, and playing off of this, the blind is in. KP removed.
No way.
Glory trades it back.
Bonita, if she swings around, if she finds
Oh
the
my
timing,
god,
she
there's
can
no
win.
way.
They found the
3v5,
ball.
they managed to win this. They have no Viper to get out of the
Again,
choke point.
powerful in the clutch.
Very-
This time to save the game.
Every single time it's her.
Left.
She's been so close. Cheated out of a game win by Natchy's one Seekers. Now spot
Damn,
the
that's
trade is there.
impressive.
DRN
That is impressive, but this is a
sends
sick game.
us to
Nice
Icebox.
comeback from Liquid.
Win.
Should be
A North
super
American team
pumped
over
from
one
that.
Sky Seeker.
Just the ecos,
Somehow
chat.
Team
If
Liquid
they
make
can
that work. A
not win,
magical round
sorry, if
and
they
a
can deal with
magical
the
recovery
eco
in
rounds
time.
a little bit better,
4 round wins
I
in
feel
a
like
row,
they-
12 to 10 to 14
they'll
12.
kind of close this
Team
out.
Liquid managed to
Chat,
do
what
it
on
and
earth is the
carry
third map? I
all
can't
the
remember.
momentum heading into Icebox.
Icebox? Oh, okay.
What an attempt and what a heartbreaker.